Hey, what's up guys? Another video. Once again on my hardcore Iron Man. I've just been having fun playing this account, so that is what I've been spending my time doing. Haven't gotten to my main too much lately, just been flipping on that account. So starting this video off, I started out with doing a diary, the Arty Easy Diary. That one's pretty important because once you finish it, you unlock the Arty Cloak. And the Arty Cloak 1 gives you a teleport to a monastery like south of Arty, which is pretty close to the fairy rings, the closest in the game up until you get either Slayer rings, one in your house, or quest cape. So it's actually pretty useful, especially for lower levels. At this point in the video, I still don't have fairy rings, but that will be useful pretty soon. It also gives a prayer bonus and I think a stab and magic bonus. So it's a pretty good cape since I don't have a fire cape or any other cape really right now. And I will want to get the RD2 cloak before too long because it gives a bonus to pickpocketing RD knights. I probably will do those at some point. I might go for 99 thieving before long, and I might do like 95 to 99 on those RD knights. So after doing that diary, I went and got 51 magic. I did that just by splashing on chickens. A useful little thing that some people don't know is you don't have to have VAMs to splash, VAM braces. If you use the starter staff, or I guess it's called the Cursed Goblin Staff, it has 0 magic attack, and you can auto cast with it, so that means all you need is a full helm, plate body, plate legs, kite shield, and the staff, and then the runes that you need for the spell. So this way you don't get infinite air runes or infinite fire runes, so you'll have to spend more on the runes, but it's super helpful if you don't have 40 range for green d'hide VAMs. I've also been working on doing my tree runs now. I've been getting a fair amount of tree seeds off of my bird houses, bird nests. Still making sure to do those and farming runs pretty often. That's my main focus while playing, is just getting those done. And then I just work on other stuff in between those runs. For super compost, I'm just using pineapples on the compost bin in the Catherby farming area. And then I get buckets and take the compost out. I think that's how you're supposed to do it on Iron Man. I mean, it's been working out fairly well. I just do that every farm run or every herb run. I just do 15 buckets of super compost from there. I did do a little bit of crafting. I did that just by making molten glass and then turning that into fish bowls. I will be making those into uncharged orbs in the future. Then I'll be making battle staffs for some cash and crafting experience and magic experience. And I spent a lot of time at Motherlode Mine this video. I went from like 30 something mining up to 66. And the reason I was at Motherlode Mine is I needed the coal bag and the gem bag. Those are two really useful things. The gem bag, that's going to come in handy while mining gems. It's going to come in handy while, I think you take that with you while doing Slayer possibly. But yeah, it's pretty useful for a lot of things. And then the coal bag is extremely useful for smithing. I'm going to be making lots of bars over at the blast furnace, and the coal bag is super helpful there. It can like double your speed for stuff like steel bars. I wasn't too concerned about getting the outfit because it's a pretty small XP boost. It's not really worth it unless you're getting like super high mining, like way past 99. And I don't think I can ever do the Fally Hard Diary, so it doesn't really matter for the diary either. So the ore that I got from Motherlode Mine, I ended up getting a little over 5,000 coal, a little over 1,000 gold, and a little under 1,000 mithril ore. I'll probably turn the mithril into dart tips. That will get me some fletching experience, and I'll use those darts to get my range level up. I'll probably just do Slayer with like mithril darts until like 70 range or something like that, and then I'll probably chin the rest. So after Motherlode Mine, I went and did some quests. First of all, I did Ghost Ahoy. That gives me the Ecto file, which teleports you over to the Ecto Functus. And from there, you're pretty close to a herb patch, so that's the main reason why I did that. I wanted another herb patch. Then I did Nature Spirit, and this is also a pretty crucial quest for this account because I'm going 13 defense. That is the max I'm going to be for a while, and this is the quest that gives me that 13 defense. This quest allows me to do Fairy Tale, which allows me to unlock fairy rings. Nature Spirit also allows me to do another part of the recipe for disaster quests, so I can actually get Addy gloves instead of mithril gloves. 13 defense unlocks me the black mask, so that's a very big reason why I wanted to do 13 defense instead of 1 on this account, is because the black mask will save me a fair bit of time while doing Slayer, and the fairy rings will save me some time. It's a very small increase, like it'll make PVM a little bit easier than 1 defense, but it's still going to be very hard, much harder than a main account. and the account will still be a lot faster to train than a 1 defense account. I also did Shades of Morton. That allows me to make it allows you to make a potion with the Taromin herbs, which are like 50 XP. Every one you make them with ash and Taromin. So that's going to be pretty helpful for my low levels in herb lore. I did Lost City. That was required for the Fairy Tale quest, and I did the Fairy Tale quest. That gives me magic secateurs, which increase my yield while farming. And that allows me to start Fairy Tale Part 2, which is where you actually unlock the fairy rings. And I did Shiloh Village. That allows me to mine gem rocks, and I was actually going to do that. I was going to mine like for 10 hours, just get a bunch of gems so I don't have to go back there anytime soon. But then I found out that if you have a glory, it actually increases how fast you mine them. So then I decided that I would hold off mining those until after I got a glory. But I did go and mine a bunch of volcanic ash. I ended up getting 2,000 volcanic ash. You can use the volcanic ash on an ultra compost and it will turn it into or you can use a volcanic ash on a super compost and it will turn it into an ultra compost, or you can use volcanic ash on the compost bin, and then when you collect from the bin it will actually be ultra compost instead of super compost. That is what I did after I mined all that volcanic ash. So I'm going to be using ultra compost for all my herbs from here on out, which increases the yield and makes it so they don't die as often. I had some arrow tips in the bank, so I did a little bit of wood cutting and fletching so I could use up those arrow tips. I ended up getting like 30 something fletching, so a bunch of easy total levels right there. And with all the farm runs, I've actually been building up a fair bit of herbs, so I did go ahead and use some of those herbs, got my herb lore level up. I got my chocolate dust over in the gnome stronghold and made some energy potions. That's going to help me get around, and it gave me quite a bit of herb XP. Also made my attack potions. Those are really the only 2 potions I've made at this point though. I've been spending a lot of time running over at the Port Khazard, running soda ash and buckets of sand. Gonna need, I think, like another 12k molten glass, and then turn that all into orbs before I can get 75 crafting. I want 75 crafting so I can make a glory, so I can mine gem rocks. Also, that allows me to make chaps for when I start ranging Slayer, and just allows me to do quite a bit of stuff. So that's kind of, I want to get that done here pretty soon. So I'll go and run like 1,000 ash and sand, and then I'll go do something else, and then I'll go back later and do it again. I try and do it later in the day because that's when it's best. In the middle of the day, there's a lot of competition and it takes forever. There's like 2 sand per world and stuff like that, which is just horrible. I started running low on herb seeds and seeds for birdhouses, so I went and did a little bit more pickpocketing at the Master Farmer, and then I also went over to do more blackjacking to get my thieving up higher. So that Master Farmers are easier and I can get the seeds quicker, and also B, for some cash because I want to get my Master Wand and Mage's Book here pretty soon. So that is something that's coming up probably next video. I'm just going to get cash from blackjacking, and then I'll use that cash to buy runes off of Ali Morrison. He's pretty much always fully stocked, so it's really fast and easy to get runes, but they are pretty expensive, but I don't really mind. I think I'm going to have lots of extra cash, so that's not too big of a concern for me right now. I really like rune crafting, so I do want to rune craft a lot of runes myself later on, even if that's inefficient, but right now I have no pure essence, and I'm not going to mine the pure essence. I think I'm going to get lots of pure essence from Slayer, so yeah, I'm going to wait for my rune crafting until then. So next video, I'm going to be working towards Mage's Book and Master Wand, and I might go for the Mage Arena 2 cape next time. That's going to be pretty cool. So make sure you like, subscribe, comment if you want to see that video and you like this video. Originally, I planned on using a caviar with my potions to end row so that I could get some extra herb XP for every herb that I got, but after trying this, it's just a horrible system right now. You have to cut all the fish individually, and then you have to make your potions into 2-dose, which I swear I remember hearing that they were going to make some person or NPC that can like decant your potions into 1-dose or 2-dose or whatever, but I couldn't find that, so maybe they haven't put that in yet. So you have to sit there and manually make 2-dose potions, and then you have to manually put the caviar in the potion. There's no like make all or make 10 or whatever, so that is pretty annoying. If it was just a single left click and you could do it, that would be a lot better, but you have to sit there and right click use on the caviar, and then you have to use it on the 2-dose potion. So it's very annoying to do. Maybe I'll do that with like my super defense potions, because I probably won't really be using those, and it will actually be a fair amount of extra XP for super defense, unlike these energy potions. But yeah, it was a bad idea. It's not as good as I thought it was going to be, so that I'm not going to do that anymore. And I'll leave this video off with getting 80 thieving, and I hope you guys enjoyed. See you in the next video.